Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Love Spell, and this is the last part because we are going to click the button! We're going to click this little super secret thing here, and we're going to see what that is, and it'll be exciting because it'll be a first for you. You know, watching me do it anyway, because you've played the game. We've had this conversation. You've played the game, or if you haven't, because you feel bad about that, you've gone and backed them on Patreon, and then they'll have more Patreon people, subscribers, Patreons? Just Patreons? Whatever. I don't know. Look, I don't know the lingo, okay? But they'll have more Patreons, and then that will help us get closer to getting Sergio's route as DLC that we can play. And you know we all need that. I need it, you need it, the world needs it, so, okay. But we're gonna click here on Aslan and see what this is! And it could be a 5-minute part, could be an hour, I don't know. A new love! Secret ending! I think it's like question marks. Darkness. Everything is darkness. I can't help but gasp as I feel a tight, cold hand wrap itself around my throat forcefully. Soon, you will become darkness too. Is he evil? The fuck? Ha 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 ha! I don't know. Ha 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 ha! Look, I already laughed loud, game. If he's evil, I'm even more intrigued. I toss and turn uncomfortably under the sheets as my eyes suddenly open, and I shoot straight up from bed. My breathing is heavy, and I wince as my eyes take a moment to adjust to the bright morning light. Recognizing the familiar sight of my bedroom around me, I let out a sigh of relief. Phew! It's just a nightmare. It makes me curious, because he's a wizard, but is he an evil wizard? Oh. I lift a hand to wipe the thin sheen of sweat that's formed above my brow, but a sudden sharp pain throbs in my head. Ow! My head. Just what happened to me last night? Because remember, in Enix's route, Aslan shows up and talks to Isla? And, like, my freaking fan theory here, because, like, I don't really know, but I'm just like, he's like, what do you want? And I don't think our choice mattered. It was her choice. And that's what I'm going with. And I don't know if that was meant, you were meant to think that, or if they were even thinking that when they wrote that, but that's how I take it. Like, and because I like that, it makes it a little more, like, shady. You're like, oh, you bastards, I love it. But, like, if she chose, like, you know, yes, you as the player click, no, I'm gonna get the bad ending, and the bad ending is him being with Isla. But I look at it like, well, that's because she wanted him, so we somehow made a decision, which wasn't really us making the decision. It was like we were being forced down that route because she wanted him. So we end up with our bad ending and she gets him. But if she's with Aslan and is like, no, you know, I realized that I was being a douchebag and whatever, and lets him go, then we can make the right choice and have a happily ever after with him. I was just saying, because that is like a kink in the works that you're like, oh, what? Great, I love it. So it really had nothing to do with our decision. I think it was her decision. And us just clicking the right path, wrong path was really just determining what choice she actually made. Secretly back there, you know? And then that would kind of be like, well, god damn it, Aslan, are you being a shady son of a bitch or what? And if maybe he's the one trying to kill us, I don't know. Or somebody else is trying to kill us and he's going to save us. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm just throwing some things out there. He seemed so nice. So if he's an evil wizard, I mean, I kind of might like that. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure which would I prefer. Would I prefer him to be nice and sweet? Or like, kind of fucking an evil bastard? What you doing in your cage, buddy? I rack my muddled brain for a moment before the previous events from the pub start resurfacing like a slow reel. I pause for a moment, drunkenly squinting as I contemplate whose name I should write in the mysterious glowing book before me. Is it about sewing? I don't understand anything. But it said to write someone's name in. Maybe it's like a hacks book or something. Yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm going to be repeating these lines in my brain for like eternity. Just as I'm about to make the first stroke on the page with the odd pink pen, A familiar voice breaks my concentration. We gave Aslan the Lupin treatment, right? Someone's screaming, "Wait! Don't write in that book!" Oh. We gave him the Lupin treatment, I think. So, startled, my gaze flies up only to spot the bartender from before sprinting over, wearing an uncharacteristically intense expression on his face. That book! It can't be. How on earth did you... Huh? I apologize for raising my voice. Where on earth did you get this book? The, design is very unique. Oh, it was the old lady. The old lady who smelled good and gave me this weird book. I think it's broken, though. The words keep glowing and floating and stuff. An old lady who smells good. The bartender's eyebrows furrow together deeper, his eyes becoming even more unreadable as he patiently takes in my incoherent babbling. Is this like the single girl ending? Because I don't want none of this shit. Okay. Just like, I hate those single lady endings, like the all my friends are dead endings from fucking Hakuoki. I still have issues, okay, from that ending. Like, all my friends are dead. Like, what kind of dinosaur book are we? He purses his lips and reaches for the book, lifting it straight off the counter and into his arms. Hey, that's mine now! You can't just take it! But it's as if he doesn't hear me at all, as his gaze stays completely transfixed on the pages before him. He quickly flips through the huge book, emerald eyes flickering back and forth meticulously before reaching the end. He pauses for a moment before shutting the heavy tome with a sigh, and turning to flash me a polite smile. Heavy tome, it was a small notebook. Like, well, I still don't quite understand how this possibly came into your possession, but I'll certainly be taking it off your hands now. What? No, you can't! I earned it fair and square. Give it back! It's mine! I reach out to snatch it back, but the bartender sidesteps out of my reach. Yeah, I don't think so. Besides, trust me, you really don't want to write in this book when you're this drunk. Give it back! Miss, please get off the counter. That's seriously dangerous. Ha! Like I care! Give the book back, you thief! The two of us awkwardly fumble around for a bit before the bartender finally steps back, holding a hand up to his face and pause. Did I slap him? All right, let's calm down for a second. How about we arrange a deal? I slump back down into my seat, crossing my arms as I eye the tall man in front of me suspiciously. But I bite. I'm listening, drunkenly. Maybe forgetting every word of this, but I'm listening, maybe. What? Were you talking? If you let me keep this book, I'll call you a cab home. On me. Give the book back. Okay, wait. I'll also cover your entire tab. And any future one. How's that? And I'll send a strongly worded email to your demon professor on why he should definitely grant you an extension on your paper. Will that be sufficient? You strike a hard bargain, but... Deal! Book's yours! You're like, ha, I made out on this deal. I didn't! I'm going down the single lady route and I hate it! At this, the bartender visibly lets out a sigh of relief, but I smile, sliding forward to rest my face against the cool marble of the counter. You know, I've been coming here for years and ranting to you about all my problems, but I think this is the first real conversation we've ever had. It's nice. Likewise. I don't even know your name. He turns back around for a few seconds before grabbing a glass of water from a nearby tray and placing it beside me. Or, I mean, he's a wizard, so he knows. He's like, please don't write in the book because I love you and you don't even know my name. I'm just gonna go with that. As opposed to him being like, oh my god, you crazy drunk bitch, don't write in that. I mean, he should have stopped us all along, but... I stare into the glass for a few moments before looking up at the mysterious man and shooting him the best puppy dog eyes I can manage. But it's so unfair! You know everything about me, but I don't know nothing about you. I want to know who you are and why you stole my book. It's my book now, bitch. At this, the young man stiffens, but he still manages to chuckle. I didn't steal it. We made a deal fair and square, remember? Ah, right. I'm gonna forget that. You know, like you stole my book. Then you better live up to your end and send that email to Demon Atlas, you hear? But I love him. I point a finger and try to appear indignant, but my expression only makes the bartender chuckle again. Of course, of course. I am a man of my word, after all. At the sight of a smile I've never seen before from the young bartender, I feel my cheeks grow warm as I deflate back into my seat, satisfied enough at the answer. My mind begins to wander off again to another pressing thought that I realize had always been at the back of my mind, but I never had the courage to vocalize until that moment. Anyways, I was also wondering, how come I've never seen you outside of the pub, huh? Astoria Town's pretty small, so that's just weird. Oh, and... The bartender eyes me wordlessly for a long second before he lets out a sigh, followed by a small smile. Aslan. Huh? My name is Aslan. Trust me, the rest is terribly uninteresting, so I'll leave it at that. I doubt it, you fucking wizard bartender. You're a fucking bartending wizard. How is that not going to be interesting? That's so boring. You're a bartender and you're a fucking wizard. You're magic. Also, let me fulfill my first promise right now by calling you a cab home. It's already close to closing time, and... Well, I wouldn't want my favorite customer to stumble home by herself in the dark, now would I? I open my mouth to protest, but all the words evade me at the sight of the teasing twinkle in his eye. We go back to the bar, and he no longer works there, and he just vanished. He vanished with my book, and I don't even get a free tap for life! I slump back down, watching as he grabs the phone hanging on the wall and dials. He's gonna call me a fucking long-ass cab off a short pier. Aslan, huh? Just the mere thought of his name sends a shiver down my spine. So, like, we have a crush on the bartender? Insta-crush? I mean... It feels strange, yet oddly satisfying, finally putting a name to the face of the patron saint that has been patiently watching over and serving me all these years. You'd think, if you're going to the bar constantly, you wouldn't just be like, bartender. You would get to know his name. They would become your best friend. Look, I understand how this works because my parents taught me well. You know, you become... I swear to God, I used to make fun of my parents because, like, not make fun of them, but like, oh my God, it's kind of cute. They go to bars so much, people would remember them. They'd walk in and everybody knew my parents. You could call the bar and they'd know my parents. Like, literally every bar my parents went to became Cheers, okay? All I'm saying. But they also knew, they'd be like, oh, they know the shifts of their favorite, oh yeah, so-and-so, he's working at this time and she's working that, and they know the shifts of their favorite bartenders. They know their names because they go there so much. If we're coming here constantly or long enough, we should have known Aslan's name before now. I get it. It's, you know, for plot purposes and like, you know, he's just there in the background and then for this. But I still think it's weird that he's been serving me all these years and you never knew his name before now? Like, unless he was pulling a Barney Stinson on you and you're like, what's your name? And he's just like, huh, please. He's just like, huh. Just laughs at you and you're like, no, but I mean, I'm seriously asking. And he just refuses to tell you. Like, always changes the subject. Anyway. Before I know it, I'm struggling to keep my eyelids open as I stare at Aslan's broad back from where he stands, talking into the receiver, and there's nothing wrong with having a crush on a man who's feeding you alcohol. That sounds a little weird when you say it that way, but I close my eyes one last time as the sound of his soft, soothing voice ultimately lulls me to sleep. Not when I give him the Lupin treatment, but whatever. The last thing I can remember is the sensation of a warm, gentle hand on my shoulder. And we ended up back at home, Please check and make sure all your clothes are in the appropriate places. I bury my face in my hands as I recall all of my embarrassing actions from last night. Oh god, how embarrassing. Can't believe I fell asleep on him. Ugh, I'm never drinking again. Oh wait, I got free tab for life. But Aslan's kind gaze suddenly reappears in my mind, and I feel a small smile tugging at my own lips. Well, I guess it's not all bad. I may have lost the book, but at least I finally got that cute bartender's name. Plus, he even made sure I got home safely. Wait, that's strange. Sure, I tell him all about my terrible love life, but I don't remember ever giving him my address. But that thought is short-lived as I'm suddenly interrupted by my stomach's loud growling. Wait, is this the man harem ending where, like, the professor is like, I've only been mean to you because I love you so much, Spacey? And Jamie's like, please, let me cook an omelet for you. I promise I won't put sugar in it this time. Or ever, because that never happened. And then, like, well, do we get our man harem? It's not gonna happen, but my hopes are so fucking up. Ugh, great. Got a pounding headache, and Lord knows I've been too busy with assignments to go grocery shopping lately. Guess I can grab a bite out? Ooh, maybe that new barista's working at the cafe today. He seems nice. She's like, I got all this love opportunity. Everyone. Oh my god. I want the man harem ending. Feeling re-energized at the thought, I quickly hop out of bed, freshen up, and head out the door. Yes, as long as it includes Aslan and Sergio. We got 6-man harem. It's fine. We can do this. It's gonna be the best cuddle party ever. The sun feels good against my skin as I make my way down the familiar road toward my favorite cafe. As I pass by many townspeople bustling around and going about their day, my thoughts can't help but drift back to the pub and a certain bartender. Aslan, what a mysterious guy. He's always been so nice to me, but then again, maybe he's just good at his job. Come to think of it, he was pretty eager to get that book for me, too. It was definitely the first time I've ever seen him so flustered. It was kind of cute. But before my mind can race off down that tangent, my phone buzzes, capturing my attention. Take my phone out of my pocket and open the new email notification. Greetings, Miss Spacey. This is a reminder. Oh, is our student advisor Florian in this case? Well, whatever. Greetings, Miss Spacey. This is a reminder from your student advisor that your Major of Study declaration form is due soon. Please remember it is mandatory for all students to submit a declaration in order to continue their studies and receive their proper certification. If you have any questions, please contact our office to set up an advisory meeting. Blah, blah, blah. Without even finishing, I quickly delete the email and shove my phone back into my pocket with a huff. My headache feels like it's coming back as I run a hand down my face and sigh. Not this again. I don't know yet, okay? I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I want to do. At least when we wrote a boy's name in our book, we decided what we wanted to do with our life. Just saying. Is it just me, or does life always feel like it's going too fast? Oh, fuck, the older you get, the faster it goes. I wish the world would just slow down and give me more time. Or rather... I tilt my head up to the sky, lifting a hand to shield my eyes from the bright light as I notice and watch a pair of birds glide past high above. I bite my lip. Sometimes I wish I could just run away from it all. I suppose it's pointless to think about something that's impossible. Just then I catch a flash of pink in the reflection of a passing store window and glance up. He's actually dressed like a bartender still. Look, I get it. It's because he's not an actual route at the moment. He's just like a secret ending. But like, it is kind of funny that like... still in a bartender's. This is the only thing I own. I'm a fucking Scooby-Doo character, okay? My steps stutter to a stop before I turn my head over the other direction and spot a familiar head of pink hair followed by a formal uniform I know I've seen countless times before. No way! Aslan? I rub my eyes just to make sure they aren't deceiving me. In fact, I'd believe it if you told me I got the wrong person, as something about the man's current stern expression and oddly closed-off aura throws me off. But then again, that standard outfit is unmistakable. That man is definitely Aslan. The only difference between his appearance from the usual pub and now is but he's currently carrying a large satchel by his side as he briskly makes his way down the opposite street. Is he really an evil wizard? Oh my god, follow him. The bag, which looks like it's utterly filled to the brim, bounces slightly along with his pace. I notice the clasp on one of the pockets comes undone, causing a small trinket to fall out. But Aslan doesn't seem to notice as he continues forward without as much as a spare glance. Without any second thoughts, I quickly cross the road. I walk up to the small trinket and pick it up, taking a second to turn it curiously in my hand. Pocket watch. This looks old. Oh, kind of expensive. Maybe it's an antique or something. You know what's funny? Like the Philly doesn't come out of the pen until we write in the book. Shake the damn pen. Oh wait, shoot! I gotta get this back to Aslan while I can still catch up. I straighten up and spot Aslan again a ways ahead. He glances around discreetly before he turns and slips into a nearby alleyway. Oh, I'm gonna follow him and, like... No, shh, don't call after him. You find him, and then when he's like, why are you sneaking at me? Oh, you dropped this. Perfect excuse for why we're stalking him right now. Aside from, we would have been doing it anyway. Hey, Aslan, wait up! You dropped this! I'm sorry. Hey, Aslan, wait up, you dropped this. We whisper it quietly. I jog forward and turn down the same alley that I had seen. Caught you! Here you... Go? I hold out the pocket watch in front of me with a smile, only to blink in confusion as I unexpectedly find myself alone at the entrance to the dark pathway. I glance around again just to make sure, but there's no sign of the other man anywhere. Wait, where did he go? I swear I saw him turn here. There's a lot of doors in this alleyway. I'm guessing there's not supposed to be, but I'm just saying this background has a lot of doorways. I slide the old-looking pocket watch into my pocket as I hesitantly make my way forward into the shadows. Aslan? My pulse accelerates and my heart thumps uncomfortably in my chest as I step deeper and deeper into the alley. Oh, there's some like dramatic-ass fucking music. As a mysterious fog suddenly begins to settle in, a small voice in the back of my mind unexplainably urges me to stop and turn back before it's too late. Oh, we're gonna actually disappear. Fog? Where is this coming from? It's also glittery. My mind races, but all my thoughts vanish as the fog begins to lift as fast as it's settled, revealing a lone doorway standing in the middle of the brick wall at the end of the pathway. I stare for a second, lips parted in surprise. A door? Was this always right in front of me? Maybe if you look carefully. I take a step closer, fingertips reaching out to brush against the wooden frame. Like somebody else walks in and it's like, it's the door to the store here. Lady, are you drunk? Like, maybe a little bit. As I take in the strange door, a shiver runs through my body. And before I'm granted even another second to react, the wheels of fate begin to turn once again. I'm waiting to get cock-blocked by this ending and for it to just end. To be continued. A blinding flood of light washes over and completely swallows me whole. The last thing I remember is a sudden cold gust of wind brushing past, and suddenly, I feel weightless. What lies beyond this mysterious door? What adventures await me? Only time will tell, but I know one thing to be certain. It's far too late to turn back now. We saw we're getting cock-blocked by this. Aslan's story and development. Stay tuned. The goddamn cliffhanger! I fucking hate it, but I love it! I knew, I was like, we're gonna open this door, nothing is gonna happen, it is gonna end here, we're gonna be like, cliffhangers! I hate them! I love it. Okay, good. So that's exciting. Because that tells me, they wouldn't have put that in there. Okay, goody gumdrop. So at some point, hopefully that will be DLC that we will get and we will play. So we will be back with that when it comes out. I don't know when or whatever. We'll find out, because I'm sure when it comes out, it'll either be on Patreon or it'll be on Twitter, and I follow them everywhere, so I'll find out. But, yeah. And because it would just be his route, because if Sergio's ever gets the go-ahead, I doubt they would come out at the same time. You know what I mean? So we would just, it would kind of just be a one-off, I guess. I don't think I would like, okay, well, we have it and I got to put it in between things because it's only going to be like, what do we do? Which each one, like 6 parts maybe? So it'd be like 6, 7 part, like it'd be a short little one-off thing that we would tack on to the end. So if you're watching this several years down the road, you might see Aslan's route after this. I don't know. But if you're watching this at the time this goes up, good luck waiting like me. But yeah, so exciting. And so this is the last part of Love Spell for now. What's coming up? My intention at this moment, because I'm ahead in recording a little bit, at least this anyway. I think Pio Fiore no Bancho is going to be, that comes out in the beginning of October. And I'm going to have to work my ass off to get some things recorded to be able to put it up after this. But yeah, because today should be, if I learned how to count correctly and labeled everything right, today should be October 22nd. So then the 24th, which happy birthday to me. That's my birthday. Oh my God. Oh my God. We'll start Pio Fiore. That will be the first episode. I timed that perfectly too. I was like, I could put other, no, I love that. We're going to start something new on my birthday. It's so amazing. Not for me. I'm not actually going to like record it. I'll be recording it like hopefully 2 weeks before it starts posting. But yeah, because Color X Malice Unlimited is still going on. I am kind of behind on recording that one, I'm telling you. I forgot everything that's happened so far. And Taisho Alice is coming out, but I don't know, I'm not sure when. It released September 17th or 18th, 17th, I think. But I don't know when I'm going to post it up. I was thinking of posting it after this and then putting that before Pio Fiore. But I'm not 100% sure at the moment. I might do that as like a one-off because the first part of Taisho Alice took us about 20 hours to do the 2 routes. So I'm thinking about the same thing for the next 2 routes. So I don't know because I wasn't sure. I don't know. I'm thinking Pio Fiore will come out on the 24th as opposed to Taisho Alice. Taisho Alice might already be up and running depending in tandem with this. You might have already seen it up. So at the moment, I haven't started recording it yet because I'm trying to get at least this done so that I'm not recording 3 things at once. But I probably will be because I don't know if I can get Color X Malice Unlimited finished with Taisho Alice coming out earlier than I expected and before Pio Fiore comes out. So, but I want to do all of them. But yeah, so I'm not sure. But we got a lot of stuff coming up this year because we'll be finishing Color X Malice Unlimited. We have Taisho Alice. Pio Fiore comes out. Cafe Enchanta comes out in December. Another Cinderella Phenomenon, like the second one, is coming out in November, I think. So we got a lot of fucking shit coming up. So I got to figure out ways to fit all this crap in. It's exciting. The last half of this year has been great for Atome games, let me tell you. But anyway, so I don't know. Pio Fiore was supposed to be coming out on the 24th. That's still my intent. And then Taisho Alice will probably be up like a couple of times a week here and there, like, you know, kind of sparsely or something. Or I might put it up on Sundays, like 2 hours every Sunday or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, okay? You may have already been seeing it and you're like, Spacey, you've been doing this for a month. We know. I don't know. At the moment I'm recording this, I have no freaking idea. So, because I got to get ahead. Because we were so ahead and everything was wonderful and then we got so fucking far behind. So, like, oh my God. But anyway, I will see you guys around in other things. I hope you enjoyed this. When Aslan's route comes out, we will come back and I will record that for you. And then if we are lucky enough to get Sergio's route, I will come back with that too. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Seriously, go give the devs a follow on Twitter, Instagram, frickin' Facebook. I think they have a Facebook page. I don't know. I'm never on Facebook anyway. Follow them on Patreon. you know, all that fun stuff, because it's worth it. You know, you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this. It was fucking amazing. Just do all that. But yeah, so I'll see you guys around. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.